That language was not accidental. Prosecutors were telling the public that they believed they had found the architect, not the shooter, not the person who drove the car, the person who allegedly set the entire operation into motion. That framing changed everything about how Memphis perceived the case, because by November 2022, 2 men had already been arrested and charged with the actual killing. The story of what happened on November 17, 2021, outside Maquetta's homemade butter cookies on Airways Boulevard in Memphis, had already been established in the public record. What remained, according to investigators, was the question of who gave the order, and Goven, they believed, was that answer. But here's where it gets real. To understand why Goven's arrest hit so hard, and why his acquittal and subsequent federal charges hit even harder, you have to understand what was lost on November 17, 2021. You have to understand who young Dolph was, not just as an artist, but as a symbol of everything Memphis believed was possible. Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. was born on July 27, 1985 in Chicago, Illinois. But Memphis claimed him from the time he was a toddler, when his family relocated to the Castalia Heights neighborhood in South Memphis. Castalia is not a neighborhood that history has been kind to. It sits in a part of the city that has faced decades of disinvestment, poverty, and violence. It is the kind of place that many people try to leave behind. Dolph never tried to pretend it was not where he came from. He wore it like armor. He started releasing music in 2008, handing out his debut mixtape Paper Route campaign almost literally off the street corners. That title was not just branding, it was a declaration. He was building something. He formally established Paper Route Empire as an independent label in 2010, drawing direct inspiration from Southern music moguls like Master P, men who proved that you did not have to hand control of your art to a major label in order to build an empire. And the work ethic that followed was staggering. Through a relentless string of mixtapes, High Class Street Music, South Memphis Kingpin, American Gangster, Welcome to Dolph World, he developed a following that was fiercely loyal because it was authentically earned. His debut studio album, King of Memphis, dropped in February 2016 and cracked the top 50 of the Billboard 200 without the promotional machinery of a major label behind it. By 2018, he had been offered a $22 million label deal and turned it down flat. Let that sit for a second. $22 million. And he looked at it and said no, because he believed the independence was worth more. His 5th studio album, Rich Slave, released in 2020, peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200. An extraordinary commercial achievement for an artist who retained full ownership of his catalog under his own imprint. Between young Dolph and his artist Key Glock, whom he signed to Paper Route Empire after recognizing him at family gatherings, the label had accumulated multiple platinum and gold certifications. Billboard recognized the label twice on its Indie Power Players list, in 2020 and 22. But beyond the charts and the certifications, what Memphis connected to most deeply was the person behind the music. In November 2021, Dolph was back in his city doing what he did every year around the holidays.